What's going on, you guys? Hey, y'all. Hey. Good morning. Today is July the 3rd. Let me put on my seatbelt because, baby, I don't want nobody clacking my teeth and getting on me. You know, like, girl, wear your seatbelt on. We don't want to hurt nothing until you put on that seatbelt. I feel you, baby. Safety. So, today is Dear Unity. Today is actually July the 31st. I am really on my way to work. But I'm trying to go ahead and get my Dear Unity out the way with because I wasn't able to do it. I was going to do it like this week and stuff like that, but I kind of got caught up. I just came from out of town. Anybody who don't know, Dear Unity is like a diary, like my little diary that I do once a month. So it's nothing that I promote. It's just me talking. Maybe something that I might say may encourage you, maybe not. But if you want to stay for it, you can. But if you just feel like, okay, this ain't what I'm looking for, that's cool too, because this is for me. But today is July 31st. Oh my gosh. So I'm on my way to work right now. So I'm actually going to try to finish my Dear Unity before I get to work and have to clock in type stuff. But let's get into it. So I just came back from out of town. I had took my kids to SeaWorld. We went to San Antonio. We went to San Antonio, SeaWorld. We went to New Brunswick, the Skitterbomb and stuff like that. I enjoyed myself. And let me tell y'all, definitely like I was saying, I think one time I was saying, like, write your goals down, write what you want to do. You never know how something might come to pass. And it's kind of like your finances might not look like it. You know, what you going through, you be like, hey, I want to do this, but, you know, I ain't got the money and this and that. But God will honestly make a way out of no way. My kids end up, we end up going on the trip. I didn't even have to pay for nothing. Only thing that I had to pay for was probably like extra, like if we wanted souvenirs and stuff like that. But it was paid for by the grace of God. And that was like the first trip that I took my kids on since I want to say 2022 on their spring break. And it was just a wonderful thing for me to be able to take off and experience that. We stayed out there like Sunday through, we just got back Wednesday. So we just got back Wednesday. My kids are getting older. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I know, let's just keep it real. Even if you got kids that really do like being around you and they love you and stuff like that, when kids grow up, they tend to really on the cool reverse. Like, they tend to want to do their own thing. And you can't be mad, you can't be upset, because we end up being so busy with our life and working and doing this and doing that, to the point where we're always sometimes putting our kids off, not because we want to, it's because they're, we're trying to survive, we're trying to provide. And I was just like, I'm not doing that any longer. Even if I usually take my kids out like once a month to a restaurant or something like that. We do something, because I never want to give my all to a job, and then next thing you know, I miss out on so many things and important milestones with my kids. And school is gonna get ready to start, and I'm gonna have 2 middle schoolers and a high schooler. So hey, yeah, shout out to my kiddos, London, Paris, and Aiden. I love you. That's that. So, man, when I tell you so, I definitely appreciate that. I definitely glad we made safe travels on that. When it comes down to, let me see, personal life. Woo, 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 woo. Bang, 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 bang. Personal life. Dang, it was something that I wanted to say, but I forgot. Personal life, I will have to say that, man, this is another thing. So it's a video that I made in my phone. It was on April. It was like April I want to say April the 27th. And I think even in my last Dear Unity video, I was like saying about how I need to work on detachment and moving around for certain things, certain people. I've been asking God, I remember praying to God and asking him not only to detach, me from certain things and certain people, but remove them. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we have to be betrayed, and it's crazy because it was an incident with a person that I was cool with, and when I tell y'all God had exposed this particular person, or just certain things and people around me, he just been exposing them. And the crazy thing about it, I was like, God, ooh, I know you had to expose them, but did you have to do them like that? Because it's kind of like, it's to the point where I feel like God told me, like, I have to expose them and also hurt. Like, it gotta hurt you, because if I don't expose them, you're gonna keep on attaching yourself, or you're gonna keep on dealing with these people just because of your mindset and your, you got that mentality where everybody make mistakes and you always going for the underdog. You're always feeling sympathy for people. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to expose them in a way that you can't even, you don't even rock with. Like, to the point where it's like, I gotta hurt you, but I gotta also make you disgusted. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, like, that right there has been dwelling and on me, like, so tough, because it's kind of like, I know that I feel like God is telling me to come back to him, come back to me, like, regardless of the fact of whatever you're going through, come back to me. Because when you need something, when you want something, when you desire something, you're in my face. You're not in people's face. You're not up here asking people, you're asking me. When you sit up here and when you need something in life, if you're going through something, you ain't running to people. So it's kind of like, I need you to give me your undivided attention, because I'm trying to get you back. I think I was reading something and he was saying something like, I'm trying to get you back focused on me so you can focus on your dreams and, your goals and stuff like that, because people can be a distraction. And that goes for a lot of things. People can be a distraction on the bigger plan. Sometimes you have to be careful, because, we so caught up into entertaining or, being a part of other people's business, to the point where we're rooting for them, but who is rooting for us? Who is pouring into our cup? Who is giving us life and letting us know, like, hey, yeah, you got this, you this, you that. And I just want to say, God, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the month of July. I really did have a good month. Like I said, I didn't have really a lot of issues and stuff like that. I was blessed. Like I said, I could scratch that off my list. I was able to take my kids on a trip, and I didn't have to worry about, the income and, oh man, what is this? What is that? All I had to do was prepare and go. And like the saying say, if you get ready, come on somebody, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And I feel like that's the mentality that we have to have in life. Because even, my birthday is in September, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I was like, man, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I don't got the finances for this and that. And then for some reason, even now, I'm just like, I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I remember getting my passport. I want to say last year. I got my passport last year in May. I was supposed to have been got it, but I didn't get it because of the pandemic. And it was like, they was really kind of tripping in, because they were like, first of all, baby, it's COVID and stuff going around. We ain't trying to give out no passports. So I had to wait, and then I ended up finally getting it back in 2024. I had got it in the month of May. I never forget, I did have this on my vision board. I was like, I want to go on a cruise. Like, for some reason, I was like, oh, I really want to go on a cruise and this and that. So then I got my thing in May, not trying to be funny. I did do something for my birthday and stuff like that. The end of the year was going to come up. I'm just like, well, hey, if I don't get to go on a cruise this year, I'm still going to go. I'm going to go next year, something like that. It'll come a time. My sister, ended up reaching out to me, probably both our birthdays in September. She ended up reaching out to me like at the beginning of September, and I remember her saying like, hey, I have an extra ticket for a cruise. All expense, everything is paid for. All you gotta do is just have a passport and bring yourself. Like, are you able to get be free or whatever? And I just began to thank God, because I was like, wow, here I am thinking like, okay, if I go, I gotta, do this, I gotta do that. And I'm thinking I'm not even gonna be doing nothing. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I end up going on an all expense trip. And all I had to do was bring myself. And I was so thankful for that. I'm not gonna lie, like, I was so thankful for that. We ended up going in October, because her birthday is on the 24th, mine is on the 28th. We ended up going like in October, so the end of October. And on top of that, I also did everything else. But when I tell y'all, I'm just starting to be thankful and grateful, like, of just the small little victories. And like I said, Princess, y'all, like, even this is July, the year is for to be up, because you know how these things go. Enjoy life. It's some more stuff that I want to say, but I need to start writing down because I be forgetting. But I really would say that July has been an awesome month for me. Just kind of rebuilding my spirit, my mindset. I am in a process of, looking into a different career path. I am in a path of just locking down and, just enjoying life while locking down. I don't want to be, how can I say this? I don't know. I don't want to be, I want anything that is not meant for me to be removed. And that goes for people, that goes for jobs, that goes for anything. I just needed to be removed. And I'm starting to accept, my calling and faith over fear. And I think that I deal with it a lot. Like, I don't know if anybody else deal with it, but I know I deal with it a lot. Like, man, I would talk myself out of stuff. I would talk myself out of stuff. And then now look, I just be in the whole mindset of being like, oh, wow, woe me. And you never know until you try. I could truly say that. Like, you never know until you try. Don't sit up here and feel like that, what you have planned or the things that you sit over here and desire is, it won't come true. Don't believe that, man. I mean, when I look back and I think about certain things or whatever that I have been blessed with, that when I looked on the outside, it didn't look like nothing. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You like, girl, you trying to get that? Like, but wait a minute, that bank account say, that bank account, you know what I'm saying? The situation you in looking like you ain't, it don't look like it. You see what I'm saying? But God, man. I don't know why. I just want to say, God, I thank you. I thank you for just the things that you have blessed me with. And I really am ready to lock in. And that goes for anybody out here that decided to watch this video. Like, lock in. Like, your way, your calling, and what you have to do in life. Like, lock in. So what? I would say write down the stuff. I'm not gonna lie, when I tell y'all, every time I have wrote down stuff, even if I forgot that I said I wanted to happen, it didn't happen. And I look back and I be like, wow, I said this. That's why I do believe in journaling, writing stuff down, or like I do a video or whatever. Because even when I look at some of my videos, like from last year, my Dear Unity videos from last year and the year before that, I do these videos because I be like, Queen, where was your mindset at? What was you thinking about? How was you feeling at this time? And sometimes when I look back on them videos, I be like, wow, like I remember that it's some videos on here I was crying. It's some videos that I was sitting over here, going through it. it's like a lot of stuff that I can sit up here and say, like, wow, this was your mindset. This what you was going through. Look what you have been through. Look what you have came through. And that's the same way in today's time. Like, I'm going to continue to keep going because I want to, when y'all see me, I want to be able to look back on some of these videos, and then next thing you know, everything that I have desired, I'm coming to y'all and being like, look, I did it. I did it. I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? I did it. It has come to pass. But yeah, I'm just rambling now. But I just want to say, God, I thank you for the month of July. It has been an awesome month. I thank God that I ended off the summer, you know, doing a vacation with my kiddos. You know, I know everything. They school is for to start back up in 2 weeks, and you know, I'm not probably getting the help that I desire, but at the end of the day, it's already done. Period. It's already done. Like, I know, you know, the blessings is going to overflow. I already written it down. I said, God, you know, the blessings are going to overflow when it come down to my kids' needs and my needs. So I'm not even worried about that. But yeah, let me go ahead and go because I got 2 more minutes. But love, peace, and unity. If you have stayed this long, I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. If you new to my channel, I want to say thank you. I appreciate all the subscribers. I'm up to like 1,400 subscribers now. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, like I'm actually getting the watch hours and stuff like that. I appreciate anybody who ever like, comment, shared, even referred or subscribed or anything like that. I appreciate you guys. So if you have stayed this long, thank you so very much. If you want to leave a comment or whatever, I appreciate that too. Love, peace, and unity. Mwah!